welcome back to Inside the Cellar Studio. We did not put out a video last week. It was Easter Sunday and we were just too busy. We had too much going on that we couldn't find the time to record, edit, and get it posted because we kind of procrastinate and we always shoot the day of. So today is Sunday and we will release this video today. 2 weeks ago, John posted a video about his big Nintendo buy that he was able to purchase off of Facebook Marketplace. We always talk about how we cannot find video games very much because it's a very competitive market. And I feel like we are kind of liars because in the last 6 months, I think we have bought more video games than we have the last couple years. Would you agree?
Maybe.
Maybe we should talk about things that we can't buy or don't buy more, and then we get to find them. Like, it seems to have that opposite effect of it. We're officially in the second quarter of the year for selling, so I wanted to talk a little bit about March statistics. We closed it out March with a gross sale of $29.79, and our average sale price was $32.39 per item, which is actually pretty good. I think we want that $30 to $35 range. John started listing the Nintendo games, and I think, how many more do you still have to go?
38.
He has 38 to go, and I think those are the more expensive ones, if I'm correct. So those started selling March 29th, I think was the first one. We've sold a total of 52 of those games. The average price is like $5 to $8. So right now, our average sale price for the month of April is $11.67. We are kind of struggling with our eBay store in the fact that it is not combining shipping like we have it set up for. Each game has a set price of $4.95. Some may go over, some may be a little under, and then I think it's $1. We have it set up where it's $1 more for each game that you buy. It is not doing that. So we've been refunding shipping. Like, one guy paid like $85, I think, in shipping costs, which is crazy. So if we have some...
And we lost out on a sale because it wasn't working.
Yeah.
And a guy wanted to buy 53 different games.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some of those may have already sold since then, but some of them may not have. But he was unwilling to do the $250 shipping and then get his refund. He just thought we were going to keep it, which...
Do you think he was really going to buy that many games?
I don't know. He said he tried. I had put combined shipping in multiple ways. It's not working for us. So, yeah. So
Okay.
we lost out on that, but I think we sold the majority of the other games that he would have bought anyways.
Yeah. So we haven't quite broke even on the sales yet. I think we still have about over $300 to go when I look. But we've only had them listed for over a week. So I don't know. How quickly do you think we should make our money back? We did pay $800 for the huge lot.
Well, the goal wasn't to make all of our money back in profit. It was to get all the lesser titles listed first, which was roughly 100 titles. I think it ended up being 97 titles because I haven't gotten 3 of them to work yet. But we've listed 97 of them, and those are all the ones that are $15 or less. So then we still have the 38, which is everything that's probably $20 up to about $100. And that's where the sales are going to really rake in quickly. I just knew if I would have listed the better / more expensive games first, I probably never would have gotten through all 100 of the lesser titles because it's just not as fun to sell a $6 game as opposed to a $25 game.
Yeah, it's not. It's really depressing to see that like $5 sale.
I mean, it's great that they're gone and they sell very quickly, and it's actually, the way we're packing them and shipping them, it's very quick and easy. And
How are you packing and shipping?
They're going in bubble mailers. We had found some bubble mailers at a garage sale, like we typically do, and they are too narrow for DVD or video game cases, and they fit just perfect for Nintendo cartridges.
What's your cutoff to where you will ship in a box?
It's really 2 or more games.
Okay.
Because I can't fit 2 of those cartridges in one bubble mailer.
What about price for the next 38 that you list? Will they all be in boxes?
Those will all go in boxes. I'm very particular about how I ship better quality stuff, higher end stuff I'm unwilling to replace or give a refund on. So if it's more expensive, it'll go in a box. I ship a lot of stuff in boxes where other sellers ship in poly mailers wrapped in like bubble mailer or in bubble wrap, and I just don't like. I end up with it, and it always ends up broken. I'm not gonna ship out stuff that way.
Mm-hmm. I thought it would be fun to catch everyone up on our New Year's resolution for eBay. We had posted how many listings per day we were going to do. I said I was going to do 1 listing per day. John decided to one-up me and say he was going to do 2 listings per day. I did really good the first month. And I couldn't tell you the last time I listed an item on eBay. Yep. I don't know the last time I listed an item. It was probably one of the Nintendo Powers. That was a couple weeks ago. So I have not kept up with my resolution. John has gone far above and beyond, especially with these Nintendo games, getting them all listed so quickly. And you've been listing other stuff in between as well.
I'm probably averaging, not to gloat, but 8 to 10 items a day. Someone's got a carrier.
Yeah, employee of the month right here. So we went to garage sales yesterday. They were actually pretty good. There was one that I do have to say. It was another eBay reseller. She had eBay tape boxes. You could tell by the way she was set up. It was like a hot mess express in that garage sale. She was one who focused on what she thought was cool, and it was not valuable. And I think you looked up multiple items, and we didn't buy anything because it's.
No, she had her like shelves along the garage, on the outer part of it, where she was selling. Those were probably her listed things, and then she just had piles and piles of stuff. Some of the piles were for sale. Some of the piles were her husband's tools, which of course had lots of people digging through those until she realized, and she said those weren't for sale. So it was a hot mess. And she kept bringing out stuff, but nobody really wanted to look at that. They all wanted to look at the other piles, and she was overwhelmed. She was underprepared and overwhelmed, for sure.
We were talking in the car about, she's the type of seller that, someone buys something from and it probably goes wrong, and they are the reason we get crazy messages with requests from buyers because they bought from someone who shipped an item incorrectly and it broke, or
lost an item, couldn't find an item. I feel like, not her in particular, but her style is why a lot of people still don't shop on eBay. They'd rather pay twice as much on Amazon or 3 times as much for the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm. So we did go to another garage sale that had a bunch of new with tag Nike clothing. You're going to see this in the video, hopefully. I did have problems with my GoPro that I was using yesterday, which typically I don't. I know you say the mic cuts in and out sometimes. We each have a GoPro. His is really bad with the mic cutting out. Mine typically doesn't. It may just do it once. But it was just struggling to record. I would hit record and it would not record. Or just record for a second.
Maybe you're just out of practice.
That's what I said, don't even tell me I'm doing it wrong, because I have worn the camera enough that I know. So hopefully we get to see that sale. You'll probably see me standing around a lot, just watching John go through the racks. So we had kind of tallied up in our mind how much we were spending, and we handed the clothes to the guy to give us our total, and he gave us our total, and it was a different amount. And we just paid it. It was less than what John had thought. So it brought up how many people tally up their items and tell the purchase, the guy hosting the garage sale, how much they're going to pay? Or do you guys just hand it over and let them tell you how much you should pay? We just trusted him. He did give us a $26 discount on these items, but I just, sometimes, right?
He gave us a $46 discount.
$46.
Because I had it calculated at 125-ish. Because I didn't really know what was in her arms, but I kind of guessed based on the prices of the other stuff. And then when we handed it to him, figured it would just come to the same conclusion. And he's like, I got you at 80. And we're like, well, okay.
Here's my money.
Here's my money. Because it was a sample Nike sale where the guy works for an athletic department or something like that, where he had a bunch of varieties of different types of clothing. He had Nike, he had Under Armour, he had Jordan brand. In the beginning, I was very hesitant to purchase a lot because I have a hard time telling exactly what's real and what's not real. But then as we started talking to him, which you may or may not hear or see in the video, he was telling us how he gets it, why he gets it, what he does with it, and then we ended up buying. We actually bought 3 pieces to resell, and then the rest is for us. But the 3 pieces we sold or listed, we've already sold 1. They were 3 times, so we bought 3 of the exact same thing. We've already sold 1 for $50, and now we still have 2 left. So we'll make all of our money back and some profit, and get all of the clothing for us for free.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't ask for a better deal.
Yeah.
Sorry, I kind of stole your.
No,
thunder.
I've set up my topics to ask you questions while I go in it.
But-
I mean, we typically tally up in our head.
Yeah.
But we always let the person say, just in case they do want to give us a deal.
Yeah, and sometimes I've handed it over and they've been like $150, and you're like, well, no, let's count it out together because I think we missed something, or you counted something twice, or I added something I didn't realize. But usually, we just kind of hand it to them. I did notice on our latest garage sale / flea market video, we had a couple comments, and they were mentioning how I don't negotiate. They said something like, I guess there's no negotiation at this market, which I don't really negotiate a lot. Sometimes I do. I did at the very last item I purchased in that video. They were both $15 each, and I got them both for $20. I know it's not a big deal, but if it's a good price, I'm just gonna pay it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel the need to lowball or hardball or be that guy that negotiates super hard and then just walks away. I'd rather just get a good deal. So a lot of times we don't negotiate. We probably could. I think the item in question was the big Kylo Ren Lego set for $75 because it wasn't priced. It had been priced. We had seen it. I had seen it multiple times at the previous flea markets, and it was at least $125. So they lost their tag. The tag fell off. I don't know, but they gave me a better price than what it was, and that's why I didn't negotiate on it.
Yeah, it's very rare for us to negotiate. In fact, you'll probably see, if you watch yesterday's garage sales this coming week, you're going to see where we actually paid a little bit more for certain things, where we didn't want change back, or we just made it an even number. If we're getting a good deal, we don't.
Yeah, but when we say
care.
change, we mean like actual coin.
Yeah.
Not like, I don't want a 5 back, just keep the full 20.
That's true.
No,
We're not doing that.
We're talking like quarters.
Yes.
Okay.
So, what is your favorite purchase from yesterday's garage sale?
As I look,
It's all
it's
laid
kinda-
out
it's kinda
underneath
down
the camera
here.
in front of us.
Well, there's a 3-foot dinosaur in length, not in height.
I'm pretty excited to put batteries in him and see how the dog reacts.
I'm pretty sure it's not battery operated.
Oh, is it not?
No, he just eats the dinosaurs and they come out through his belly.
Oh, well, that's not cool.
We bought some vintage folding pool chairs. Also great as cots. We learned from a guy that was at that garage sale just shopping. He decided to tell us about how great they are. We got 2 of those. They're the back position, the 3-piece. You can lay on
flat.
them like a cot, and they were 75 cents each. So we're probably going to end up just selling them locally. I can ship them. They fold up pretty nice. Just get a nice size box, but we'll probably sell them locally first, or try to. I don't know. I'm trying to think of all the stuff.
The Nike stuff for you. Is that your
Yeah,
favorite?
probably, because I ended up with 3 or 4 pieces personally. So anytime I work at a sporting goods store, so anytime I can buy Nike less than what I sell it for at this big box, it's pretty nice.
And his prices were really good.
Really reasonable. I probably should have bought more for the resale, but I was just trying to make sure. I wanted multiples. I wanted to make it as easy as possible because I don't really like listing clothing, and I have plenty of other stuff to list currently. But yeah, I'm happy with what I personally got. We didn't find a ton of video games. We did find some. We got Mario Kart for 50 cents for the Wii. We got Super Mario Galaxy for 50 cents. We got a couple PSP games for 50 cents each. Not a ton, but just video games, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, video games.
Yeah.
We found video games.
Just a couple, but not very many.
Okay, so my final talking point that I have is there was a neighborhood garage sale yesterday. Normally we prioritize neighborhood garage sales, but we actually didn't prioritize this neighborhood garage sale. And we chose to go to the one-offs before we went to the neighborhood. We actually did really well in the neighborhood. It's where we bought the dinosaur. It's where we bought some video games. What makes you decide when John drives? So I say what makes him decide because I'm just the passenger princess. I just sit there. What makes you decide when you want to go to a neighborhood versus when you want to go to a one-off?
So, in this case, from yesterday, I picked. We didn't go to the neighborhood because it's newer houses. The neighborhood is newer. They're actually newer than our house. So, based on that, the people that live in those neighborhoods are typically first-time home buyers. They have lots of babies, lots of little kids. Baby stuff, little kids' toys is not stuff I'm looking for. I'm looking for the 50, 60-year-old range where they have cameras they no longer use. They have video games that their kids just said get rid of. They have old toys from the 90s. I'm looking for the older houses, the older age group. I don't really want to buy stuff from my contemporaries or people younger than me. It just doesn't typically work out. When you find that weird one-off valuable item, you're not finding it in newer neighborhoods or younger families. You're finding it in the little bit older than us. I remember one we went to. They were doing a remodel, and they had like I don't know what it was. It was an automatic flusher or something, and they just said they bought it and then decided not to use it, and then I think we paid $12.50 for it because it was $25, but it was half off on the day or something, and it ended up selling for like $150, $200. We weren't gonna we don't find that stuff, the expensive sealed one-offs at newer neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
So we always try to go to older neighborhoods first, and then go to the newer ones after the fact.
So next year, when we see this neighborhood has their garage sale, or even in the fall, will we prioritize it? Since participation was really well, and we did buy some good stuff, and that's typically what makes us want to prioritize a neighborhood when we've done so well. Is this a neighborhood that we would prioritize?
No.
Even if it's the only neighborhood garage sale?
Correct.
Okay.
I'm still going to go to older houses first. We didn't buy a ton.
Mm-hmm.
We bought a couple video games and a 3-foot plastic dinosaur that I have to ship. So it's just, the Nike salesman, he didn't live in that newer neighborhood. He was in a more older established neighborhood. I'm looking for those.
Okay.
When we go to our neighborhood garage sales that we love so much, usually when we have, like last fall, we had that big series where there were like 9 going on at the same time, I think. We went to the older ones first because they give better gains. They have better stuff, they have better quality. It's not full of, McDonald's toys and, just cheap lower end stuff. It's always baby clothes and diaper boxes. If you see diaper boxes, just run away because it's probably not going to have anything you want.
Okay, so our big neighborhood garage sales is always the first weekend in May. The weekend before is a very special citywide garage sale that we absolutely love going to. What are you most excited for? The citywide garage sale or the neighborhoods that we love and we've done well in? We've done well in both, though, because the citywide garage sale paid for our new computer. It's paid for some big purchases that we've had to make with what we've bought there.
The neighborhood is more exciting because they're all grouped together. It's very quick paced. You jump out of a car, you can hit 3 and jump back in and then go down, 20 feet and hit 3 more. The citywide is fun, but they're all a little bit more spread out as opposed to the neighborhoods. I enjoy both. We've done the city a couple times. One time we really, really hit well, like big time, and then the next time we did okay. So it's just kind of, it's a coin flip.
So we did, last year we bought a bunch of return pallet, Amazon Kindles, Paperwhites.
Oh, yeah.
I wish we had bought all of them. We didn't buy all of them. We only bought 5 of them. I kept one of them, and then we sold the other 4 for $100 each. They were $20 each. We should have just bought all of them.
Yeah, that lady.
So I'm gonna think of that when this sale is going on, and I'm gonna be like, but last year we bought Kindle Paperwhites, and we sold them all locally, and it was so good, and they were brand new, and there's nothing wrong with them, and I know that because I kept one and I use it.
Yeah, the lady had like probably 8 more, but the boxes were kind of
They were
crushed,
damaged.
which kind of made us question it. Yeah, we probably should have bought them all.
So that's what I'll be thinking.
But that was probably like one of the better, if not only, scores.
I don't remember when we bought the Bose Sound Waves. That was 2 years ago?
No, that
Was that last year too? Dang.
I don't remember. They were close.
They all go.
The houses actually were very close together too.
But yeah, that's all I've got for today. Thanks for tuning in. If you like these videos, subscribe, like, give a thumbs up, comment if there's anything you want us to discuss. We're happy to discuss anything for how we do eBay. So thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next week.
Thanks.